and flooding an area about the size of the United Kingdom. This hothouse of biodiversity is slowly giving up its secrets. It is April. After nearly 5 months, the heavy rains have subsided, and sunny days are more frequent now. The stage is set for an extraordinary event, one of the most unusual partnerships in the Amazon. Flooded lagoons on the fringes of the rainforest offer an ideal home for a floating giant. The Amazonian giant water lily is truly a colossus. It has the second largest single leaf of any plant in the world. It grows amazingly fast, up to 25 centimeters every day, and it's strong enough to support as much as 60 kilos. This 2-meter-long caiman uses it to lounge in the sun. And the leaves form a perfect fishing platform for a green heron. But it's not just its size that makes this plant remarkable, it's how it reproduces. The different colored flowers are the clue. As night falls, the white flower's internal temperature rises, up to 10 degrees warmer than the surrounding air. That prompts the flower to open. The white flower is female and can't produce pollen, but it does produce a strong, sweet, pineapple-like scent. That aroma attracts a tiny scarab beetle, just 2 centimeters long. It's one of the lily's main pollinators. It climbs into the heart of the female flower, carrying a dusting of pollen picked up from male lily flowers. As dawn approaches, the flower cools and closes. Any beetles still inside are now trapped. But that's no problem. They're safe from heat and danger. And even better, they get to spend all day feasting on starchy nectar. As the beetle eats, its load of pollen drops off, falling onto the flower's reproductive parts. There, it triggers a magical transformation. The white flower blushes pink and turns from female to male, so that it can now produce its own pollen. When night falls again, the flower opens and the beetle, now carrying the newly male flower's pollen, escapes to search for another sweetly scented white female lily. Pollination complete, the pink male flower will die back to a seed and sink to the bottom of the pool. Its fertilized seed will germinate and mature to repeat the water lily's magical transformation next year. The Amazon is a living laboratory where nature has been experimenting for millions of years. But habitat destruction is undoing nature's handiwork, putting many species here at risk. Knowing the condition of top predators is a good way to gauge the health of the forest. That's why scientists have been trying to track and study jaguars here for 4 years. But so far they have only managed to catch 3. That's not enough for their research. So they've come up with a creative solution. They're using some unlikely technology. An MP3 player and speakers broadcast a jaguar call into the jungle. Hopefully, an inquisitive cat will investigate. It's a long shot, but the scientists are running out of options and the jaguars are running out of time. Many creatures flourish here. There are over 1,000 species of frogs and more than 1,500 kinds of birds. The most successful of all are the insects. A single square kilometre may contain 30,000 species. None are more prolific than the ants. They've changed little since the time of the dinosaurs, and today they make up over 30% of the total weight of animals in the Amazon. They exploit all parts of the forest, under the forest floor, up in the treetops, and everywhere in between. Ants consume more vegetation in the Amazon than any other creature. And the Cecropia tree is vulnerable to attack. Unlike many trees in the Amazon, its leaves aren't poisonous, but neither is it defenseless. The Cecropia has evolved a survival strategy that welcomes an ant, though the relationship doesn't seem to start well. The queen Azteca ant bores a hole in a soft area of the tree's branch. She quickly gets to work colonizing hollow chambers inside the stems. Perfect for raising an entire army of ants. The workers tend to the queen as she lays her precious eggs. So why does the tree tolerate these alien invaders? That becomes clear when a hungry beetle makes its way to the tree's leaves. Movement on the stems alerts the ants. The workers mobilize and immediately respond. They track down their target and attack. The ants have a ferocious bite and grab the soft parts of the beetle. The beetle is soon covered with ants. Fighting for its life against an army that's defending its home turf. For the beetle, a hasty retreat is the only option. The rainforest's upper canopy can reach up to 50 meters above the forest floor. So inaccessible that many of its creatures remain a mystery. When scientists get their chance to explore it, they often find something new. Just in the last decade, 9 new primates have been discovered. The canopy's wide range of habitats can accommodate a wide variety of primates. Tiny tamarins, the size of a coconut, live alongside 8-kilo howler monkeys. One of the most bizarre looking is the red wakari that shares its name with the poison frog. Local people call it the English monkey because its red face looks like a pale-skinned foreigner who's been in the sun for too long. In fact, that red face serves an important purpose. The brighter the colour, the healthier the animal. That's a vital sign to look for in selecting a mate. When trees are in fruit, wakalis spend most of their time foraging in the upper canopy. They use their amazingly strong lower jaws to open the tough skins of unripe fruits and nuts, which other primates have to abandon. Their small tails are unique among Amazon monkeys. But that shortcoming doesn't stop them traveling through the trees with ease. Family members groom each other to strengthen bonds and to establish a pecking order. Their social hierarchy is crucial for keeping the troop together. Juvenile males forge their own relationships through play and mock fights. Sometimes it's hard to tell which is which. Their antics serve another purpose, helping young monkeys develop the skills they'll need to survive in the canopy. The dry season is approaching, and the troop must take advantage of the last remaining fruits of the flood. A careless fumble provides a treat to the tambaki fish lurking in the shallows below. The lush green world of the canopy is not without dangers. A squirrel monkey spots a harpy eagle and sounds the alarm, alerting everything in earshot. The giant harpy eagle is well adapted to life in the thick canopy. And it's fully capable of plucking a monkey right off a branch. A determined male with a chick to feed poses a special threat. Ranging far and wide to find food, its nest is over 3 kilometers away at the top of a giant tree. The kumaru tree can grow up to a height of 50 meters. Local people prize its bark and seeds as medicine, using it to treat everything from snakebite to earache. The female harpy eagle and her chick nest safely in its crown. She is truly a giant, the largest raptor in the Americas, with a wingspan of up to 2 meters. Her talons are as large as a grizzly bear's, capable of grabbing prey that weighs half as much as she does. In spite of her size and strength, her chick is at risk from many enemies, including disease-carrying flies. Like the native tribes, it seems the mother understands something about the health benefits of plants. She frequently brings fresh green twigs and branches to freshen the nest. And her efforts seem to keep parasites and insects away from her precious chick. But there are other threats for which she has no defense. The valuable hardwood of the kumaru tree is sought out by loggers. Man may not be king of this jungle, but with a chainsaw in his hand, he can rule supreme. Nearly 20% of the Amazon rainforest has already been cleared, threatening not only the harpy eagle, but all life on Earth. The forest is a vast storehouse of carbon, and its destruction releases massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. That contributes to global climate change. As the trees disappear, the worldwide threat grows, and wildlife in the Amazon is in peril. Forest loss presents a special danger for the threatened harpy eagle. This is the mother's third attempt at nest building, and the third tree she has selected. The previous two have been cut down. It takes harpy eagles a year to raise a single chick. Will this one grow to adulthood? The foresters are only a kilometer away. As the season shifts from wet to dry, water levels are dropping. The receding floodwaters will allow jaguars to expand their hunting grounds, and that could give the scientists a better chance of locating and capturing their quarry. They are eager to learn more about the big cat's behavior and to assess the overall health of this part of the Amazon. The speakers are already broadcasting jaguar calls. Maybe this simple technology will make the difference. They don't have long to wait. They've captured a young female in her prime. She'll soon be ready to breed, and her success will be a real test of the health of the environment. They need to sedate her quickly and safely. This is the most dangerous part of the project, for both the scientists and the animal. The drugs work fast. Now they can gather the information they need. A radio collar and GPS tracking tag will allow the scientists to follow the jaguar's movements through the forest. This research will provide clues to her behavior during the dry season to come. And that will help the scientists understand more clearly how she survives in her secret domain. The insights they gain could help secure the future of the forest itself. The Amazon is filled with questions waiting to be answered, mysteries to be solved. Ceaseless change is at its heart. With the end of the floods, the forest re-emerges. Birds return to branches that sheltered fish. Amazing stories of adaptation have been the key to survival here for millions of years. But as the world changes, can the Amazon endure?